Tesla shareholders are currently torn between whether to maintain their status quo or begin selling. Even amongst experts, there's a lack of consensus regarding Tesla's current valuation. So, how do you feel about selling your Tesla stock now, given the current market volatility? Make sure to stick with me till the end to know what Warren Buffett thinks about it and what companies he invests in. According to a recent article published in Barron's, Buffett's Berkshire chases Musk's Tesla on market value. Buffett's company is rapidly closing in on Musk's electric car company. Barron's wrote that Warren is closing the gap in the article, and this year, Tesla's share price decline has also helped Berkshire Hathaway close the gap in the market value. Warren Buffett, also known as the Oracle of Omaha, is widely regarded as one of the most wealthy businessmen of all time. Berkshire Hathaway, which Buffett manages, is the parent company of many different businesses such as reinsurance, Gecko, Duracell batteries, and the Dairy Queen restaurant chain. The CEO has pledged to give away more than 99% of his fortune. In fact, he has donated over $49 billion, primarily to the Gates Foundation and the foundations his children have established. In addition, he and Bill Gates formed the Giving Pledge, and the goal of this group is to get billionaires to pledge half of their fortunes to charity. The real-time net worth of Buffett as of November 2022 is $108.4 billion, making him the fifth richest person on the planet. Under Warren Buffett's long-term leadership, Berkshire displays its defensive qualities during this downturn. Although the S&P 500 has dropped by 18% this year, the company's Class A shares are up 0.3%. Now, the dwindling Tesla shares reflect investor dissatisfaction with vehicle deliveries and a general retreat from growth stocks. Even more so, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, hasn't exactly held matters by actively pursuing Twitter. And despite holding $6.1 billion in stock of BYD, a Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer, Berkshire has never invested in Tesla. And by the end of 2021, it had acquired $2.2 billion of GM shares. Even in an interview conducted in 2022, Buffett was effusive in his praise of Musk and his work at Tesla. He claimed that Elon is challenging established automakers like GM, Ford, and Toyota with noticing more than idea and coming out on top. However, when asked if he would buy Tesla stock, the Oracle of Omaha was cryptic. Not at this time, he firmly stated. Elon Musk's Tesla, in particular, has seen $600 billion wipe off its market value this year, and so there's no denying that Tesla's value has dropped below that of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. Tesla's market value has fallen below that of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway as investors continue to sell risky stocks in favor of more stable ones, and the potential financial cost of Musk's Twitter takeover are causing investors concern. In October, Tesla's market cap fell below $600 billion, falling far short of Berkshire's $645 billion market cap. In other words, Buffett's firm is again the fifth largest company in the S&P 500. According to the most recent figures, Tesla stock has dropped by 53% this year, wiping out about $600 billion in market value. Meanwhile, Berkshire's stock has dropped by only 3%, leaving the conglomerate's market cap unchanged. Inflation, rising interest rates, and the impending recession has significantly impacted Tesla stock. The stock price of Twitter has risen significantly recently due to Musk's recent purchase of the companies for $44 billion. Musk is currently attempting to prevent further financial losses by implementing a new strategy for the social media platform. This includes laying off approximately half of the current staff. In fact, Musk sold around $4 billion in Tesla stock to pay off the loans he used to finance his takeover. And now that Musk seems to be spending less time on Tesla and may sell more of his shares, investors must face their worst fears. The company's future may be dampened and its stock price may suffer. Berkshire stock has done better this year because investors see it as a safe haven. Due to its large stockpile of cash and bonds and its predominantly domestic focus, Buffett's company profited from its rising interest rates and a stronger dollar last quarter. In addition to his investment acumen, Buffett is well known for accurately valuing companies and stocks with dominant brands. Coke and Kraft Heinz are just two companies that have successfully increased their prices in response to inflation. Berkshire is also highly diversified, so a downturn in the housing market or retail sales will not likely have devastating effect on the company's bottom line. Significantly, Berkshire has invested over $25 billion in Chevron and Occidental Petroleum so far this year, and the two energy firms are now among its largest stock holdings. However, recent reports indicates Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway has sold 5.78 million shares of BYD on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The ARC Autonomous Technology and Robotics CDF, led by Cathie Wood, also sold over 51,000 of BYD-backed backed by Warren Buffett. Among ARK's holdings, Tesla's rival BYD is the company's 21st largest. Experts agree that BYD is a formidable rival to Tesla among the current EV manufacturers. However, Buffett is shifting his investment strategy. Now, before we continue, I'd like to thank you for getting this far. And if you want to know more about Berkshire Hathaway's investments, then make sure to stick till the end. Berkshire recently spent over $4.1 billion to acquire 60 million shares of a Taiwanese semiconductor company. According to Berkshire's latest filing, Taiwan Semi, also recognized as TSMC, the world's largest procurement chip maker, delivered a Q3 beat and raised despite vulnerability in the chip sector. The price of TSM stock rose 10.6% to $81.72 on the stock market today, continuing its rally above the 50-day moving average that began last week. And during the Q3 bear market, Berkshire Hathaway invested in Taiwan Semi, Louisiana Pacific LPX, and Jefferies Financial Group. Nearly $297 million was spent by Berkshire on purchasing 5.8 million shares of Louisiana Pacific, a manufacturer of building products and engineered wood components. They spent $12.8 million purchasing 433,000 shares of Jefferies Financial Group, a worldwide investment bank and capital market firm. Berkshire also increased its holding in several companies during the third quarter, including Occidental Petroleum at 22%, Paramount Global at 16%, Restoration Hardware at 8%, and Chevron at 2%. The conglomerate purchased a total of $35.8 million additional shares of OXY stock, 12.8 million additional shares of Paramount Global stock, and 3.9 million additional shares of CVX stock. Moreover, shares of Paramount rose to $20.25. Also, Berkshire reduced its stock holdings in US Bank Corp by 55%, Bank of New York Mellon by 14%, Activision Blizzard by 12%, General Motors by 5%, and Kroger by 4% during the previous quarter as part of its exit from Store Capital. GIC, a global institutional investor, and Oak Street Managed Funds are acquiring Store Capital Real Estate Investment Trust in an all-cash transaction valued at $14 billion. And even though the third quarter of 2018 was volatile, Buffett was net buyer of stocks, including OXY stock. For this reason, investors were eagerly awaiting for the 13F filing to see which stocks Buffett had purchased and sold during the previous quarter. As of the end of Q3, the S&P 500 index was in bear market territory for a second straight quarter. However, since mid-October, the index has been on an upward trend. According to the 13F filing, Berkshire did not change several of Warren Buffett's top holdings in his rich portfolio of Dow stocks during the third quarter. At the end of September, Apple was conglomerate's most valuable stock holding with a market value of $123.66 billion. However, if you rank stocks based on the number of shares held, Bank of America comes in first, followed by AAPL. Moreover, Buffett's largest stock holdings include American Express, Coca-Cola, and Kraft Heinz in terms of the total number of shares. Amazon is a notable minority holding, and every one of these investments was held by Berkshire at the end of the previous quarter. Long-term, Warren Buffett's investment have outperformed the market. The Berkshire CEO is known for being a buy-and-hold investor who has been doing so for decades. You see, investment in Apple began in Q1 of 2016, and investment in Coca-Cola began in Q1 of 2001. In the third quarter, Warren Buffett invested $3.7 billion more than he earned from stock sales in the third quarter. This includes a $2 billion bet on OXY. Berkshire Hathaway spent $1.05 billion buying back stock in the company. In addition, despite the volatility in the third quarter, Berkshire still lost $10.5 billion on its equity investments. However, by the end of September, it had accumulated $109 billion, up from $105.4 billion at the end of June. Berkshire investment pace has quickened so far in 2022. Berkshire Hathaway has grown significantly this year, especially compared to Elon Musk's Tesla. So, what do you think of Warren Buffett's position in terms of investing in Tesla? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And while you're at it, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons as well. Now, if you want to know more about Warren Buffett's investments, then make sure to click and watch the video right here and enjoy. That's the end of this video, guys. See you next time.